Okay. Last day we have just discussed about the basic structure of HTML, right? And today let's continue from that point. Now we know how to create a basic website. But we have a clear idea about how to create a basic web page. If you have not participated last day, let's begin from the beginning. What you need to do is you have to open Notepad, because a basic text editor is enough to create a web page. So Notepad is more than enough to do that. And when you open the Notepad, so please remember the method of writing the codes. This is very important. Most of the students are not following this method. So HTML is created using something called tags. Tag is start with the less than mark. Here it starts with the less than mark, then the tag name. After that, greater than mark. So this is called opening tag. When there is an opening tag, it is required to close that tag. That can be done by adding / before the tag name in the same tag. Right here, this is called HTML opening tag. This is called HTML closing tag. It is a best practice if you can close the tag when you open at the same time. Yes, Abhinu, do you have a problem?
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, my pad is not working, sir.
Why is that?
I don't know, sir. Even the micro-store is not opening as well. And like alarms and stuff is not opening as well.
Okay, can you open Notepad++?
What, sir?
Notepad++. Please download Notepad++.
Okay, sir, I try that.
Right, Notepad++. Let me show. Can you share the screen? I'll show it quickly. There, go to Google and search. Go to Google and search Notepad++. Yeah, that one. Download the first one. Go to the first link, download it and install. Yeah. Download from that link and install it. What will happen to the Notepad? When you try to open, what will give? Is it giving an error? Normal Notepad? No, I think the link is, only the link is there. Seems, yeah. Link is there, the file is removed, something like that. Yeah, let's open Notepad++. You can do the same task. Okay, finish it. And you can see it's open, then you can write the code there. Okay, start writing, take a new file, file new, and start writing codes there. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Notepad++ is also a very good solution that you can use to type codes. Okay, so let's recall what we have learned last day. This is called opening tag. This is called closing tag. It is a best practice to start opening tag and closing tag both at the same time. Then you will never forget to close the tag. Right? Keep that practice with you. Right? Keep that practice with you. Then open the head tag. I have not updated. I had to buy a new computer because I'm outside of the country and I left my computer at home. Right, so I had to purchase a new one. Okay, where's our note? Right, this one. Okay, then head tag. After that, press enter, tab key, because tab key is very easy. Using tab key, you can easily put spaces, right? When you paste, otherwise, if you use space bar, it is like taking a long time. But tab only one time here, tab key. Then head closing. There is only one head inside, and there is only one body also. Body opening and closing of the body section. Opening and closing tag together, we call that element. This is called HTML element. That is the bigger element. This is called head element. This is called body element. Inside head element, there is something called title element. I'm using 2 tabs and starting title element. And the same time, put 2 tabs and close in the title element. This closing is must. So after doing that, you will realize, you will understand, let's say this is hello. And in the body element, whatever you are going to write inside the body element will be displayed in the page. Let's say hello world. This will be displayed in the page. Right. After doing that, please note, if I draw some arrows, these are aligned. Head element, HT element, ML element closed here. Head element closed here. Body element closed here. These are aligned, right? Title element. This is one of the main things that you need to consider. Even though if you have not aligned, this will work. Align right? When you're not aligning the code, you can write all these codes in one line, but it looks ugly, and for a person that looking at this code, it's very difficult and sometimes complicated to understand when there are a lot of codes. So keep that as a practice, right? Keep that as a practice. So it's not a rule, but this is a good practice, right? So that is why the alignment like this is important. It is a good practice. It's not a rule. It's only a good practice. Okay. Done. How do we save this document?
File, go to file and save.
Okay. What is the file type extension?
HTML or HTML.
Yeah. You can go to file. Sorry. I can hear some other noises. Can you please mute your microphone if you're not using? Then go to save as. You can give any name. Let's say I'm giving exercise 1 dot HTML or HTML. Both are okay, right? You can save either as HTML or HTML. Here from this, you have to select all files. HTML or HTML. Here you have to select all files and save it. Then you're done. Where did I save? I think I have saved in desktop, right? Oh yes, I have saved in the desktop. Let me open the file now. It will ask which browser you want. You can select your default browser. Here is my code. You can right click, open with either Edge or Google Chrome. My preferred one is Google Chrome, so I have set it to Google Chrome. Let me enter using Google Chrome, and you can see this hello world in the page. Hello will go to the title. Right? Hello will go to the title. So you can see in the title bar, when you see in the title, I have to drag this down. You can see in the title, you can see hello, but in the hello world is the message that is displayed. So let's quickly code this using your notepad. And if you have any difficulties, you can ask now. you're having any difficulty, you can ask now. Okay, I hope that you are not having any difficulty then let's proceed to the next part. So next is basically...
Sir?
Yes?
So my one is not opening.
Which one? How did you save?
All types.
Again share the string. Again share the string. How did you save? Okay. So I cannot see any HTML there. Show me the document back, Notepad++.
Wait.
Notepad++. I just need to see the Notepad++. How did you save? Where's your Notepad++? I cannot see anything. Where did you code? I think you are sharing something. This is TXT file now. So what you are going to do with the TXT file? This should be HTML file or HTML file, but you have saved as TXT file. Then it should not work. So this is not the way. This is not the way that I have asked you to do. Later renaming will do that, but that is not the recommended way, right? You have to code in HTML. When you are saving this, save as HTML. After rename කරන්නේ ඒවා හොර වැඩනේ. ඒක අමතක කරලා වෙන එකක් දාන්න කරලා යනවා කරේ. When you are saving this here, again you can you see the name in the title bar? Title bar එකේ මට පෙන්නනවා name එක TXT කියලා. ආයෙවා save කරද්දී ආයෙත් ඔක TXT තමයි save වෙන්නේ. Here new one.txt. I can see that in the title bar. Please save as HTML. So don't save as TXT. From there, you have to select HTML files, all files, something, right? Okay. Anyway, so do as advised, don't do other things. So if you miss to do something, let me know, then I can help. If you forgot something, tell me, then I can help. If you miss something, tell me, then I can help. I hope others are also done, right? Anyone having issues, kindly let me know. Because like, so you can pretend like you have done. ඔයාලට අම්මලට තාත්තලට පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්, වටේ ඉන්න අයට පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්, මට පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාලා කරා වගේ ඉඳලා. හැබැයි කවුද එකෙන් රවටෙන්නේ කියන එක ඔයාලම දැනගන්න ඕන. So if you pretend like you are done, and if you have not done, what will happen? Ultimately, you will be cheated. Who's cheating you? You are the one cheating you, right? Not me. I'm not cheating you. You are cheating yourself. That is the worst thing. Okay. Right. The next thing. So when you are chatting with the other, like when you are chatting, so when you are in the class, if you are chatting with the other students, it's okay. But the thing is that again you will miss the lesson. Don't defocus. Focus on the lesson. Okay. The next set of tabs that we are going to learn. So let me explain that one by one. First, let's use bold tab. Bold. The text will look strong or bold. You have to close it. When you save, refresh this. No need to close and reload again. Save it, Control S, go to your browser, refresh it, and you can see the change. Let's type strong. Save it, refresh it, and you can see it's strong. Strong is similar to bold. Both are same. But why there are, like, I have typed this in 3 lines. I have typed this in 3 lines. But the thing is, I will see everything in 1 line. What's the reason? Guess. What is the reason? I typed in 3 lines, but I can see everything in 1 line. One is that. Even like here you can see edit, and I can go to the font and edit the font. No? Edit, font, and let's edit the font. I'm going to put some other font here. Instead of Courier New, let's put something like this, or something like Comic Sans. You can see here, let's increase the font size to 15. So here, let's go back, and you can see now the font has changed. If I save this, still the content will be there as it is. It's not changing. That means even though I change something in the notepad, it is not reflecting here. Whatever the formats that I'm doing here will not be applied to my code. Why is that? Any idea? You can also try. Even though I try to format this code different methods, it's not applicable. It's not appearing in my web browser. The reason is that browser needs instructions. Web browser needs instructions. Okay, after hello world, if I tell break rule, BR, break rule, it will go to the next line. Here, hello world, break rule next. Break rule is a special tag. It's not having a closing tag. This is called self-closing. The tag is self-closing. Tag can close by itself. Self-closing tag. Here after bold also I can add a BR, a self-closing tag. Then it goes to the next line. So likewise, after practicing these tags, after adding these tags, I can add a BR, strong. And the next is, okay, let's add a BR there. So let's add few more tags. You can also practice with me. I for italic. I for italic. BR to go to the next line after italic. EM for emphasis, which is acting similar to italic. Let's go to the next line after printing this. U for underline. Closing U and going to the next line.
So BR means break, right?
Break rule. Break rule means rule break. Going to the next line. That is a self-closing tag. It is not having any closing tag. It's only an opening tag, but you mention the closing there itself. Then let's say del is for deleted text, and ins for inserted text. Let's add a BR2. So what is this deleted text and what is in inserted text? Let me explain using an example. New price. Then deleted text, let's say 1000, deleted text, then space, inserted text, 998, inserted text. You need this deleted text in such places where you need to show an alteration. New price has changed from 1000 to 998. If you need to show that alteration, there is an alteration, there is a change, then you need the, otherwise you can delete it. No? Without just mentioning as deleted text, you can delete it. But Instead of doing that, you can just say new price, 1000 is deleted. Instead of that, 998 is. So when you replace like this, you can see it here. Okay, let's add these tags very quickly. Let's add these tags quickly into your HTML file. And if you're having any issue, tell me. You can do this using your mobile phone too. I said last week also, even though you are joining with your mobile phone, still you can do the practical. Let me know. If you're joining with your mobile phone, if you're unable to do the practical, tell me. Share the screen. I will tell you how to do that with your mobile phone. If not, let me share the screen and show you. Anyway, do this very quickly.
Done, sir.
Okay. HTML is basically how you create a web page. Right? When you are creating a web page, we need to instruct your web browser. Example, Firefox or Google Chrome or Edge or whatever the browser, you need to send instructions. So that is kind of a programming. We cannot tell that as a programming language, but we can call that as a markup language. Anyway, we need to give instructions to the browser. In order to give instructions to the browser, we use something called tags. So we can write this instruction in a notepad, basic text editor. Samanya basic text editor. These instructions are going to be taken by the browser. So tags are starting with the less than mark, then the tag name, then the greater than mark. So then any tag should be closed. That should be done with the less than mark, then the tag name and greater than mark. But before the tag name, you need /. When two tags are paired like this, opening and closing, we call that an element. Here also, can you see the starting tag, ending tag? Together, we call that an element. එතකොට හැම ටැග් එකක්ම නිකන් මේක හරියට මේස් දාලා සපත්තු දානවා වගේ. නැත්නම් සපත්තු දාලා ලේස් දානවා වගේ මොනවා හරි. කියන ඕපනින් එකට පස්සේ ක්ලෝසින් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඕපනින් ටැග් එකට පස්සේ ක්ලෝසින් එකක් තියෙනවා. එතනින් තමයි ටැග් එක ඉවර වෙන්නේ. This is the limit. This is the starting point of the tag. This is the ending point of the tag. In between that belongs to the particular element. ඒ අතරතුර කොහොම ටික අයිති වෙන්නේ ඒ element එකට. So what is the largest element here? The largest element is HTML. HTML page, web page එක තියෙන ලොකුම element එක HTML. That is the largest element. එතකොට ඒ element එක ඇතුලේ අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ element දෙකක්. So one is head element. The other element is body element. එතකොට එක page එකකට එක HTML page එකකට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙනවා head element එකකුයි body element එකකුයි එකකට වැඩිය නැහැ. හරියට මනුස්සයෙකුට ඔළුවකුයි ඇඟකුයි තියෙනවා වගේ. Right? A person has head and body. Similar to that, HTML page has head and body. Only one head, only one body. Whatever you write in the head element will not be displayed. Head එකේ ලියනවා පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ. It will be instruction to the head area. Whatever you write in the body element will be displayed. දැන් මේකේ මොනවා හරි ලියවනම් magic කරේ මොනවා හරි ලියන දෙයක්. This will be displayed in the web browser. මෙතන ලියනවා පෙන්වන්නේ. Here actually there's a special element called title element. Head element එකේ තියෙන title element කියලා විශේෂ element. These are compulsory. Title element is basically assigning a title to your web page. Title element එකෙන් කරන්නේ මාතෘකාවක් දෙන එකද page එකේ. Let's say hello world. That will be the title of this web page. The web page එක හැදුවට පස්සේ මොනවද අපිට පේන්නේ? What you can see in this web page? Magic. Magic කියන එක විතරයි පේන්නේ. අනිත් එකක්වත් පේන්නේ නැහැ. All this opening tags you cannot see. This is opening tag, opening tag, opening tag. This is a closing tag, closing tag. This is opening tag, closing tag, closing. These opening and closing tags you cannot see. What you can see? Only the things inside the body element. Head element, the title can be seen in the title bar. How to save this document? Sarasi, කොහොමද මේක save කරන්නේ? How can we save this document? You can give any name. For an example, okay, who asked me? I think Sarasi, right? Are you there in the class? Sarasi?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Cannot hear you. Can you talk again? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Can you understand up to that point?
Yes, sir.
Then you can save this with any name. .htm or html, anything, right? htm, html. Here I have to select all files. When you save this, what can you see in the browser? Browser ke penane me magic kiyane ka vitarai. So let me open and show you. When you double click on that, let's open using HJKM open karamuko. Can you see this magic is visible? Metana penana hello world. That is the title. You can see the title, you can see the magic. But can you see the tags? No, nothing is visible because these tags are instructions. The instructions are not showing. Here, can you see only the hello world and the magic, right? So these tags can give different instructions. Different tags are there for different instructions. That is what we learn. Actually, here I taught you different tags, different instruction. If you want to see a text in a bold way, I have to give that bold tag. Everything I have to give inside the body element. Why? Whatever inside the body element is only visible to us. Here, hello world. BR will instruct the browser to go to the next line. Bold කියලා කිව්වම මේක මැද්දේ තියෙන එක bold වෙනවා. Strong කියලා කිව්වම තද අකුරෙන් ඒත් ඒ වගේ. Italic ඇල අකුරෙන්. Emphasis ඒකත් ඇල අකුරුම තමයි. Underline, deleted text, inserted text. When you put these tags as instruct, when you put these tags around in some element and instruct, then what will happen? The particular element here මේ 1000 එකේ දෙපැත්තෙන් දාලා තියෙනවා del දෙක. Del එක open කරලා close කරලා දෙනවා. 1000 කැපිලා එනවා del වෙනවා. INS එකක් තියෙනවා 998 එක. ඒතකොට ඒක inserted text එකක් විදියට පෙන්නනවා. So what is there? So that is what we saw in this web page. According to our instruction provider, this web page is displayed. Can you understand this now?
Yes, sir.
So can you do this quickly using your text editor? You have to do this, right? Otherwise, you won't get this perfectly. හරියටම ඕන නම් මේක කරන්න. When you do this only, you will understand. Right, I will give you 3 minutes. Please copy this down. Please write this down in your notepad, save as HTML file and see whether you can get this result. If not, tell me, I'll help you get in the results. You can share the screen and show me. Then I will help you to get the results. Okay, I will introduce more tags now. So let me introduce more tags to this. Right, you can just go to this and practice. That is, okay, let's open this. Okay, I need to open HTML file. Okay, let's open this. Right. So here I have done up to inserted text. So these are some other tags that you can try with. And so there are some, like, let me copy this down and let's come to the one, right? And that's easy. Just copy in and paste in this here. That's my new file. Okay. Right. These are some other things that you need to consider. Right. Superscript. Superscript, and why I'm adding this normal text and then the superscript, because, like, just to explain you how the normal looks like and how superscript looks like. So that is like better to have knowledge about that. Here you can see the normal text is this, superscript is something above that. So especially to show the power, you can use that. To show the base, you can use subscript. Example is this, log 10 is the base, 3 is the power. Power and base you can show using the superscript and subscript. And the next is HR. HR is also empty tag, horizontal ruler. With the horizontal ruler, right, you can add a line. Can you see a line? That is horizontal ruler. Mark is animation that we last day also we discussed. And there are few type of headings like heading type 1, heading type 2, up to heading type 6. Heading type 1 is the largest and heading type 6 is the smallest. So let's practice those also. And the big text is basically bigger text is something bigger than the normal text. But if you add big 2 times, it will be bigger and bigger. If you add 3 times, big, 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 then triple time. Big, 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 big. So you can just make it larger by adding any number of bigs. Big, 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 big 5 times. Likewise, you can add this bigger any number of times. And small is smaller text. Typewriter text is TT. I'll explain about the font and the remaining attribute next. First of all, just try this up from here to here. I'll give you another 5 minutes. Just give a try. Quick try on this. Right, you can practice the remaining stuff using, like you can take a screenshot and practice them. So what I'm going to discuss finally, we have to discuss more. Actually, next week we can finish the lesson because we need to include images, colors, etc. And one thing that we can do with this is we can further explain the tags. That is using attributes. Body. Let's further explain the body. BGCOLOR equal yellow. This will explain the body tag further by adding the color yellow to the background. Can you see? BG color yellow. We'll add background color yellow. Same time, for these things also the horizontal ruler, that is normal horizontal ruler. Let's add a descriptive horizontal ruler, more description. HR, you can say size equal 330, width equal 400, color equal red. That will add horizontal ruler of red color, 400 pixels width and size of 30 pixels. See here, this is what added. Likewise, you can explain this further. Font also. Font, let's explain the font. Font, family, face, Verdana, size 6, color green. Hello, font, closing tag font. You can see the font displayed, hello font is in the green color. Likewise, you can further explain these things using attributes. There are different attributes which can be used with different tags. Just take a screenshot for the moment. Let's discuss about these things next day. Right? Just take the screenshot, practice this, send the file to our WhatsApp. Next day, let's learn this further. Okay, so let's stop from here then. Good night. See you all next week.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Bye.